What do you want?
Give us candy?
It's not Halloween. It's July. What are you doing?
Can we have a home loan? Maybe some car loans?
No, get out of here.
What's up, guys? Benny. Back when I lived in DC, I knew a guy who ran a construction company, and he only hired illegals, paid them cash, about $70,000 a year, when he would have to pay an American paying taxes like $120,000 a year. The illegals take the cash and they send it back to Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Haiti, or wherever. The money doesn't stay in America. They don't pay any taxes. They live off the books, totally and completely subsisting on welfare with stolen Social Security cards, and they laugh in our faces when they get deported. All of their bad debt, all of the debt that they've accrued here, whether it's medical, having babies, having children, their housing costs, all of it gets passed on to you. And so it's the worst deal for the American taxpayer ever. We get nothing out of it. American jobs are completely lost. The American dollar gets burnt to the ground. The American welfare system gets extorted and used once again. We go further into debt as a country, and you're on the hook for it as an American. The criminal alien gets to just F right off back home. And it's making people sick, and it's how you get Trump. It's how you get Trump in a popular vote landslide, actually. There's a dude on YouTube, and I see his clips all the time. His name's Caleb Hammer. He's got a great channel. He does financial audits of people and sort of breaks down like how stupid a lot of young people are with their money. There are a lot of young, stupid people, but no one as stupid as the couple that just went on. They're two illegal immigrants that decided to go on this very popular, I mean, the guy's got 2.5 million subscribers. These two illegal immigrants decide to go on his show and talk about how they are nearly $500,000 in debt and with no end in sight. And as you can imagine, the internet has just had enough of this, because what they are exposing is how this works. You know, the chick here, the girl who is Natasha here and Oscar, they're both criminal aliens. They're both illegal aliens. They've been living here for a while. And she explains how everybody that she knows just spends money like this. They spend money from week to week. They don't ever care about the future. They throw everything on a credit card. And then as soon as that credit card's maxed out, they just bundle it into a new credit card and new high interest debt. On and on and on, knowing eventually that, you know, they could just go back to Mexico. And you know who gets stuck with that debt is Americans. The people who have to pay the credit card companies, the people who are actually here, this is our home. We don't have another passport. We don't have anywhere else to go. You're stuck with it. This is how interest rates get so high on credit cards. This is how medical bills get so high in this country. The reason why premiums for food, gasoline, healthcare, housing are so high, in part, there are a lot of factors, are criminal aliens. Because it is baked into the cost of the people who actually belong here that there are going to be freeloaders like this who will come here and will take advantage of the system, and no one will stop them. And somebody's going to pay that bill. It sure as hell ain't going to be the hospital or the credit card company. It's going to be you. And you're stuck here with this broken country. Listen.
You guys also have debt. How much debt you guys have? Oh,
yeah.
Over $100,000 of debt. That's not even the house. Literally, wow, $130,000 of debt that is not the house.
They have, by the end of the hour-long interview, $100,000 goes to $420,000 worth of bad debt. And the man who runs it, Caleb Hammer, finally
in the episode, if you're not willing to take literally the most basic sacrifice and the one thing you have, there's nothing here, and you guys are and I'm sad to see that. That is sad. And that's not me wanting to end this because I'm outraged or anything. If they're not willing to take a single basic step, I'm done.
He often doesn't freak out in these episodes, but he does freak out. Let me explain why very quickly in this thread that goes through the 2 illegals that went on financial audit. Christmas in October. They have a 17-year-old. Caleb's calling her a liar about her age. She's really 35, so they lie about their age. Is there anything they won't lie about? They have 3 kids. She's a stay-at-home mom. How much are we paying for this? Yeah, exactly. How much does the American taxpayer pay this family? He makes $31 an hour, but he isn't paying taxes. He works on a construction site, so he makes $6,400 a month. He works on he's claiming 0 on taxes. So they're lying. They're admitting to being tax thieves. The first 2 kids aren't his, of course. Okay. So they have no idea what they're spending. They file taxes. You know where these people are. Yeah, they know. The government knows. The government knows how many illegal people there are in the country. So they're filing taxes. He's just saying he makes no money. He's lying on his taxes. So he's committing tax fraud. So he's trying to explain what a budget is, and she argues that all of her friends budget only for a week at a time. This is so third world pilled. I can't believe it. Anyway, they own a home and have $133,000 in bad debt, not tied to assets. They're 2 illegals, by the way. First credit card up. The entirety of the balance is gifts and travel to family. How does it feel, guys? All of the gifts. What are they doing? They're going on lavish vacations to Miami. They're going to Shakira concerts. $12,000 in debt for seeing a soccer match and Shakira in Miami. Bought a cleaning robot. So total debt is $420,000. The rest is bad debt. They finance solar panels on their house. And he finally loses it and cuts the entire thing short. Call their stolen American dream, which means others pay for it. This is wild. Everyone is in the comments saying, ICE, please look at these people. ICE, send the mooches back. They're out here openly bragging about ravaging our nation. Everyone's tagging ICE. ICE, please nab them. ICE, ICE. ICE, paying them a visit. ICE. Found one, ICE. Got one for you, ICE. Deport them. F them. It's clear they don't care because they'll just go back to Mexico and not pay. And I feel like I'm watching The Big Short scene with the stripper in the multiple houses. That's exactly right. The entire financial system is rigged. I think I deserve a Tacoma. He has nearly $500,000 in bad debt on credit cards from trips and parties. When these people eventually flee the country to avoid bankruptcy and take their cash with them, the Americans will eat their debt in the form of higher interest rates and more restrictive credit. It will fall to us. It will collapse your future. It will hurt you. It is so enraging. And this is happening, like expand this times 10 million families. This is happening 10 million times over to you, and probably more. But let's just take the conservative numbers. You should be angry at this. This dude who, you know,
most basic sacrifice.
This dude who definitely doesn't strike me as like a MAGA, is lost his mind over this interview. Here we go.
It's not even a full year from now.
I think it was like, I don't remember if it was 10 months or 12 months.
10.
10?
Which is now less than that. So it's luckily,
yeah.
I mean, it's not accruing deferred interest, but this thing's fucking chunky, dude. This is a huge debt. Decades to pay off. Decades to pay off. Minimum monthly payments only without purchases. And that's if you don't purchase, because you do have a little room to purchase. $1,713 of purchases can be done. That's crazy. Now, why'd you rack up that credit card in the first place? They had to be transferred. Because here's the reality. You weren't racking up that credit card when you were laid off. You transferred because you're, well, not laid off, fired.
So a lot of the balances, I like to give gifts. So when Christmas time, birthdays,
$7,787 a gift.
Well, I mean,
last
we've
Christmas?
also, you know, taken trips. Last year we went to Miami.
Not without an emergency fund. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
If you only knew how rigged the economy actually is, man. So here's Caleb Hammer here. He says, bro, I literally just tell people to spend less money than they make, pay out bad debt, and talk a little tea. So I guess I'm a Nazi. People are calling him a Nazi for doing this review. Well, it's racked up hundreds of thousands of views on his channel. Here's the absolute crash out moment at the very end that's gone so viral. Can't run a country like this. America is for Americans and for people that play by the rules. These kind of idiots that, like, clearly, you know, there's plenty of Americans with bad spending habits, but at the very least, like, they're here in America. Like, they're here. They're in America. They're going to stay in America. Illegals come here and can behave like this and then can F off back home and take everything with them. Like, they're literally strip mining this country at your expense, living way more lavishly than you are, and you have to pay the bill. And that should just blackpill you, dude. Just like it did for this Caleb Hammer guy, who, again, doesn't strike me as, like, right-wing MAGA. But here's the crash out.
Are you getting it out of it tomorrow?
Oh, let me answer. I'm thinking of getting a Tacoma.
Huh?
I'm thinking of getting a Tacoma.
No. Nope, you're not getting anything. You're driving the beater until it's dead.
I think I deserve a
I
Tacoma.
need to make sure you agree with me.
Make him agree.
This is what you are doing, or else there is no path here that I'm willing to accept. Because this is a basic sacrifice, and I need to see you're making sacrifices, or I'm ending this thing now.
Is it negotiable?
No.
Can I maybe
you
work
are selling
70
this
hours?
and driving the beater until it's done, and the repairs would be stupid.
Wait. But we do need a family car, so get another, like, beater, right? You said?
Why? Don't you have something, a beater?
No.
Okay, then yes, a $10,000 car.
Okay.
Where are
10,000.
we going to get 10,000 from?
When you shop used. It's not going to be great. It's going to be years old, but you take a look at it in every way whatsoever and get an independent mechanic to look at it as well. Make sure it's safe and it's not going to take a cost. It's going to be a 2-year car. Guys, we're not looking for a generational car. This is a 2-year car you're getting for 10,000 hours, and then you upgrade once we're out of debt. Do you agree to this or no?
Well, what if I...
Agree to it or no?
But our daughter needs a car too.
No, she doesn't. She can get her own car. She can work and get her own car. Do you agree to it or no? Agree to it or no?
Can I get a second job?
Agree. No, you already
I
work
wanna
60
keep
hours
the
a week.
runner.
Okay. Then that's it. I'm ending this. This is no conversation to be had. I'm ending the episode. If you're not willing to take literally the most basic sacrifice in the one thing you have, there's nothing here, and you guys are and I'm sad to see that. That is sad. And that's not me wanting to end this because I'm outraged or anything. If they're not willing to take a single basic step, I'm done.